So, let's see what we have here. And oh my god! Well, you just saw what I just saw. A picture of the Queen! Nope. You weren't scared, were you? Well, I mean, this drawing here is actually a crossover drawing. Because it's basically a crossover of Brits in the Garden and Pocketville. And in this video, we're going to look at drawings that are of a Pocketville. But this drawing still counts. Because why not? So here we have Queen Lilibet. Of course. Because she looks like you-know-who. Maybe she is you-know-who. Who knows? Well, I drew this because of one of Puppy in My Pocket's latest Facebook posts. It's a Throwback Thursday, and it's saying how Ava is very similar to Queen Elizabeth, which is me idol. So I just had to draw Queen Lilibet with some of the Pocketville characters. Yes, and the outfit she's wearing is based off a real outfit the Queen wore. I just wanted to draw it. So here is Ava, which you know her as Princess Ava from the series, but in my version she's Queen Ava because she was originally crowned princess because her coronation wasn't done yet. Well, her coronation wasn't until like a couple months after the events of the series, according to my AU. So I drew Queen Ava in her tiara and her silk cape, which is based off an actual picture of Ava. And I also drew her with the Ocean of Friendship, and you can see she has the star-shaped birthmark on her paw. In the show, it's yellow, but I made it like a darker brown because it's just more realistic like that. This is Queen Eva, which is a reformed villain. She's no longer a villain in my AU. She's also made a queen as well. They're the two co-monarchs of the Pocket Kingdom. They're just those two are sisters. So this is Eva, the younger sister. Ava's the older one. Eva is also wearing a silk cape, and she's wearing a different tiara, and she has the Friendship Emerald. This here is actually not a Puppy in My Pocket Adventures in Pocketville character. She is my OC, well, one of my OCs for Pocketville. This is Tia. She's been sent to Queen Lilibet's dimension via the friendship ceremony. Well, the child that was featured in the fountain is actually Mallory, which is Queen Lilibet's granddaughter. So technically Mallory is Tia's new friend. Tia's the chosen pet. You can see she has the pocket-shaped tag, like a bunch of the characters from the series. So, Tia is supposed to be a Pembroke Welsh Corgi. Unlike most of her breed, she's born with green eyes, which is pretty unique. This here is Balloon. I gave her and the other Royal Guard characters some Royal Guard attire, such as like a hat and a sash. Not just her collar. This is Balloon's trying to get to the front. You can see she's trying to climb on top of Lilibet, and she even has Queen Lilibet's handbag, and she's struggling to get up because the handbag's too heavy for her. I wonder what's in there. What do you think? So yeah, that's Balloon. This here's Mila. She's just behind the couch, behind the sofa. There's William and Danny. They're also behind the sofa. or couch, whatever you can call it. And those three are just making a photo bomb. They're photo bombing. I think Balloon's kind of photo bombing too, but really she just wants to be included. So yes, this is a crossover picture. Tia is not only featured in Pocketville, she's also going to be featured in Brittany Garden as a side character. While Queen Lilibet is going to be the main deuteragonist of Brittany Garden. Or maybe she's more than just the main deuteragonist. Of course, Mallory's the main protagonist, so it's... Well, she's one of the main protagonists because there's more main protagonists out there for Brittany Garden. Next up, we have this picture here. Sorry if it's a bit folded. It's another Pocketville OC. It's actually one of Queen Ava and Queen Eva's ancestors, King Blake the Tyrant. He was originally known as King Blake the Second King, as like some sort of like nickname, but since he's evil, many know him as the Tyrant. So he basically abused the powers of the Friendship Heart. Back then, like he basically, since him becoming king made him insane, basically. And this is basically him when he was still alive. That's his spirit right there. There's his tail. See, he's kind of shady because he's a shade. That's a shade is an evil spirit. So you see, he looks soulless, even though that's supposed to be a soul. He just looks soulless in his eyes. And many Pocketer is an inhabitant of the Pocket Kingdom. So many Pocketers have feared that King Blake's spirit may return and lure free-spirited Pocketers into evil traps. So in my canon, he's the main reason why Eva turned evil. He possessed Eva. So yes, hold on. There's some non-Brittany Garden related stuff there. I mean, non-Pocketville related things. Gosh, those things I passed, they're Brittany Garden related. Oh my goodness. This here is kind of tattered because it got wet right there and it got wrinkled. But this is a drawing of Queen Naomi, the Empress of Time. She's a more recent Pocket Kingdom monarch because, according to the Tomlin family tree, she is Queen Ava and Queen Eva's great-great-great-grandmother. And Queen Naomi is into clocks, just like I. I mean, I'm trying to write a biography about her, and she has a clock collection. She even made some clocks herself. So yeah, Queen Naomi is supposed to be like a lynx point snowshoe because she has white paws and she has some slight tabby markings, which she got from her father. I believe his name is King Victor. And she has one blue eye and one green eye. I believe she got her blue eye from her mother, Queen Nevaeh, and her green eye from her father, which I already mentioned his name. There's the Friendship Heart. She's holding an hourglass with golden sand in it. And she's also wearing the same silk cape as Queen Ava and Queen Eva in the other picture. And she has a quite unique tiara of her own. That jewel right there in the middle looks like an hourglass. So yes, this Queen Naomi, she has a ring on one of her paws because she's married. And that here is supposed to be an hourglass-shaped birthmark. This time, instead of being on her right paw, it's on her left paw. That's her spirit. That's her, she's known as since she is very, pure of heart, and she's, basically she's not evil. She she became a comet. It's a good spirit. You'd see she's a lot more colorful, and she even has some quite colorful whiskers and stuff. She's supposed to be, like all comets, she's supposed to have like stars all over her, but I don't really want to bother using glitter glue because I'm afraid I might ruin this more. You see she has wings. She has these stalks. I'm not sure if there should be like maybe antennas or something, because I think comets should be based off like moths or maybe butterflies. You see there's more detail onto her cape, and there's even some details around the birthmark right there, and she still has a ring because she's married. So yes, this drawing here I drew King Richard, the husband of Queen Ava and the king consort. He's in my canon he is Ava's husband. He's supposed to be a Bolognese, but he's born with green eyes, and he has some tabby markings. Some pale tabby markings around his cheeks, his arm, and down his lower back. There's this collar right there as a jewel, because he's married into the royal family, even though he's kind of he is of aristocratic blood. So for you, for some of you people who ship Ava with Wallace, which is the stray dog that helped her while she was in the big city, and they both shared a kiss in the final episode, props to you, because in my canon, Ava loves Richard. I mean, Ava is friends with Wallace, but since Wallace couldn't be able to go to get to Pocketville, and Richard has actually known Ava longer than Wallace, so I figured Richard should be the one marrying Ava. And besides, he's a cat and not a dog. And you know that dogs and cats can't have offspring. These are all the drawings so far I have for Pocketville. I will do some more drawings soon, including the 7 main characters, and as well as some more members of the Tomlin royal family. So thanks for watching this video, and cheerio!